Hello, pretty people. I hope you had a great Easter. Right now, we're just now setting up, even though we've been kind of prepping for the past few days. It's kind of snowballed into an egg extravaganza, which is a whole other thing. So I'm first gonna show you some of the stuff that I bought to decorate with out front, because that's where we're having like a big Easter egg hunt. We have over 1,000 eggs. And so I got like arts and crafts and decor for like yard signs and stuff. All the eggs were filled by Alex, and some friends came over the other night, so they're all in baggies, so they're up there. And then I have to prep some food, super easy meal prep, guys. I'm not doing like new recipes. I bought stuff from Costco and I'm gonna put them in casserole pans. So I'll go over what I'm making when it's time to make food. I think the most extensive thing that I'm making are like deviled eggs, which is not extensive at all. And then, I just put my list down, I still don't even know. Oh, okay, and then tomorrow I have to set up the craft tables. I have 3 hams, it's a lot of food. It's like cafeteria style food though, you know what I mean? It's like 4 green bean casseroles. Okay, so let me get all the boxes together. I guess I'll lay the stuff out on my bed because I really do have to start getting, you know, the front yard decorated. And good news, it's not gonna rain. I hesitated doing it because the weather report said it was going to rain. And I was like, well, I don't want to put the stuff out if it's gonna rain tomorrow morning. It was like 50% chance, but it's gone now. So there we go, and that's good news. One more thing I forgot to mention, I do have to tidy up around the house a little bit. I mean, obviously just the normal everyday tidy up because I want our guests to come into a clean house. But I have to like clean the windows, and then the sliding doors, like the railings, I just have to vacuum those up, probably wipe them down. That shouldn't take too long. Alex and I have been working hard on like getting the backyard cleaned. We got a massive bounce house, so the kids have been enjoying that. They're in it right now. So, okay, now I can show you all the crap. Oh my gosh, I wish I was kidding when I tell you I just spent the last half hour of my life looking for this box of Play-Doh. Guess where it was? The last place I looked. That's right, literally right here under the bed. Right, just right there, under the bed. I was outside looking for it all around, peeked in through the window and saw a box, and I said, you better be kidding me. Okay, so finally that's done. This is a good craft. Kids love Play-Doh, keeps them busy for literally hours. There's so many containers in here. I got this from Amazon. It was a reasonable price for how many I got. But I'll probably save half for us and then put half out tomorrow. And then I found this cute little kit. It came with a bunch of like Easter themed, bunny themed, spring themed, like Play-Doh cutouts and molds and stuff. And then it also came with Play-Doh, but I thought this is not enough for the amount of kids we're having tomorrow. I also got this craft. It's just like a dot craft, I guess. So there's a bunch of different colored dots and different pages. I got 3 of them. How many are in each? There's 12 in each. And then this is a sign. It says Easter egg hunt. So we'll hang this out front so people know where to come. And then this is another craft. These are necklaces. There's 24 in each. So I got 2 baggies. And they're just like, you can color them. They have beads in there. I don't know, it's just like a nice spring craft. And then these are for outdoor decor. There's 4 little bunnies. Oh, and then an egg. Oh, it's a bunny on an egg. Oh, am I even showing you? I'm the best YouTuber in planet Earth. And those came with grass stakes. And these, oh, you guys, we're getting bougie. I know, with these yard signs. These are eggs. They're pretty enormous. And I will be setting these up because we are expecting the Easter Bunny tomorrow. I know. And before you even think it, and just stop the judgment right here, I know things got bougie. Things got out of hand real quick. I told you it was a snowball effect, and then we couldn't reverse it. So we just kept going forward, and here we are. We are pretty excited to have the Easter Bunny come by. And then I ordered 4 boxes. This is the 4th box of these. And I'm just gonna line our like pathway with these. I don't know how far we'll get, but I don't know. I thought those were cute. I don't know. I don't know. And the amount of money I spend does not equal what I'm looking at right now. Okay, I'll just say that. But can you put a price on fun? Yeah.
Yeah, yes, you can.
Okay, I'm working on some eggs over here. We're gonna dye some eggs and then I'm gonna make deviled eggs. So I used the Instant Pot. Clearly it's been a while. It's actually been a really long time. We were doing stuff outside, whatever. So I did 2 sets in the Dash and then 30 eggs in the Instant Pot. And 30 eggs in the Instant Pot took as much time as 12 eggs in the Dash, but typically I wouldn't be making 30, do you know what I mean? So all in total, I have 54 eggs minus a couple because they like smashed open. We can still eat them though, right? Okay, right now they're just soaking in their little baths. And it is now the next day. That is all I did on the day before, and boy, will I regret that for the rest of my life. I'll talk more about it when I get to the deviled egg portion. I should have cracked the eggs open that night, I'm just saying. But I won't say a word, not a single word, until we get to the deviled egg portion. Okay, it is early in the morning, you guys. And of course, as soon as mom wakes up, it's like kids, mostly toddlers, have that intuition. Mom's awake. So probably lasted 3 minutes until Meredith woke up. So I'm throwing the hams in the crock pot because I know they're going to take the longest to cook. I like cooking hams in the crock pot. It's simple, it's easy. My oven stays free and open, and it's also delicious, right? So I have 3 crock pots. You guys know I don't even know where my crock pot obsession came from. I don't even think I have a crock pot obsession, but apparently I do. Remember when I decluttered like a ton of crock pots? I was like, I don't need this many. I was wrong. I need more, okay? Anyway, I just put the glaze together that came with the ham, and I mixed it on the stovetop with like 3 tablespoons of butter. No, not butter, water each. So it was 9 tablespoons. I just eyeballed it and put it in a drinking cup. It's really not scientific, okay? It's just a recipe. You're just cooking here. And then I cover them with tinfoil because the lid, the hams were too big for the lid to fit. And I just let that go. I put it on high because, I don't know. I just wanted to make sure that they were done. And then after a couple of hours, I put them on keep warm. And because, the hams are already cooked. You just want them to like get their flavors going and get them all warmed up and stuff. And I probably woke up I started doing this at 6, and then we ate at around noon, but people started arriving at like 10:30. So anyway, I just wanted to make sure the hams were ready to go. So here's where I regret my life decisions. Oh, not peeling the eggs right when they came out of the Instant Pot / that Dash egg cooker. Okay, this took me so long, and I actually didn't even get done. I wanted 2 trays of these, and you'll see, no, just 1. I tried to go for 2. It was not working out for me. These eggs, at first I thought, oh yeah, these are definitely the ones that I cooked in the Instant Pot because they suck. They were so hard to peel, and there was definitely a difference, and I can't tell you for sure which ones came from the Dash and which ones came from the Instant Pot. But I can tell you that there was a significant difference which ones peeled easy and which ones didn't. And I mean, I'm just going to go ahead and say that the Dash ones peeled easier because in my experience so far, I've only done the Dash eggs a few times, but those peel like a dream every single time. But again, I always peel them right when they come out, right? I put them in ice water. And with the Instant Pot, guys, I've done the 5-5-5 method. I've done like adding certain things to the water. I know all the tricks. I've heard of all of them. But the fact that I left them in the fridge overnight, it just made it exponentially harder for me to peel them. And some of them were just death. And I gave up. I was really getting frustrated with the eggs, the crumbly eggs. And then I thought, gosh, at this point I'm wasting some because I wanted to keep some for the kids to color eggs with, and then I wanted to obviously make boiled eggs with the rest. So you'll see, I feel like as soon as I start to give up,
that's when I get an egg that peels easily for me. And then I'm like, okay, let me just keep trying then. Because at first I wasn't going to do a second sheet. And then I thought I hit my groove when I took that second carton of eggs out of the fridge. I was like, okay, maybe these are the good ones. No, man, no. I start getting real frustrated. So this was the beginning of my frustration, and then it escalates, and I'll share with you what happens along the process. But if you can see, that's when I was like, forget it. And then I said, man, let me try one more, because I'm no quitter. I don't quit. I keep pressing on, okay? And then eventually, I quit. I was like, okay, I don't have time for this. That is it. I will settle with one platter of deviled eggs is enough. Luckily, other people brought deviled eggs. Because I know deviled eggs are a staple on Easter, which is kind of ironic. Where do they get their name from? I should Google that. Moving on to the green bean casserole. I did nothing special. Oh my gosh, I didn't even share with you the things that I'm making. Nothing special. You guys know I typically like to share new, awesome, amazing, cool recipes with you. Not even necessarily like fancy or cutesy that have to do with Easter, whatever season I'm cooking for. But I always like to find new recipes to try that are unique and different and tastier. You know what I mean? But this time around, I knew how I was feeling. And I didn't want to try a bunch of new recipes. I wanted it to be quick. I knew I was feeding a ton of people because we were having a ton of people over. And this was more like cafeteria style food in my mind. I was like, what can I make that's delicious? Obviously, I love green bean casserole. And I almost made 4 of these. And I'm kind of glad that I didn't because we have leftovers from 3 of them. And I think they're delicious. This is how my mom used to make it. It's like the tried and true recipe on the back of the Frank's red onions. Is that what it's called? No. The Frenchies, crunchy fried onions, something like that. It's the recipe on the back of that. So if you're looking for like new recipes, I can link my Easter Cook With Me videos that I've made in the past. And like really, if you look at summer recipes that I've done, really, I would say 95% of my Cook With Me videos have new amazing recipes in them. Oh, they're so good. And initially, because that morning I was going through my Instagram and some people were asking me for recipes that I've shared in the past. They're like, hey, what's your recipe for this? So I was like linking them recipes for people. And I thought, oh, maybe I should make that too. And then I quickly checked myself and said, Kim, you don't have time. Just stick with the basics here. And that's exactly what I did. So I put together 3 green bean casseroles. Again, just followed the recipe on the back of the box thing. And it's just, well, kind of followed the recipe, okay? Because you know me, I can't really follow a recipe. I did an extra can of green beans. And I think that's it. Oh, and I think more French fried onions. Because that's the star right there, isn't it? And I'm but I'm actually thankful that we have leftovers because I love green bean and who doesn't love Easter leftovers or any holiday leftovers or any party leftovers? Man, I do. Give them to me. If you don't like them, I'll take them. Okay, moving on. I told you guys, cafeteria style, nothing special. I went to Costco and I got mashed potatoes. I have to tell you, these weren't great. Okay, I only had a little bit. But everyone ate them. So I had 6 containers of these, and I decided to put them in casserole dishes so I could heat them up really easily. And I thought, oh, semi-homemade. Let me pop some butter on top. Sandra Lee would be so proud. And so just that added little touch, right? I obviously am partial to homemade mashed potatoes. So that I would obviously prefer that over, the Costco brand. But in a pinch, for convenience, it totally worked. No one complained about them. Everyone ate them and gobbled them up, actually, because there weren't any left over. Okay, moving on to this pasta salad. What I was trying to show you was the container that I bought. I thrifted. And so I guess this is like a thrifting haul. It's Pampered Chef. It was less than $6. And I loved it because it had a lid and it was like a nice different shape bowl. It wasn't like you know what I mean? Like it's more oblong, more of a cylinder type shape. And I thought it was a steal of a deal because it was Pampered Chef. And then I'm trying to pop this lid on and I was like, oh, did I make a mistake with this purchase? Time will tell, right? But that pasta salad was from Costco as well. Surprise, surprise. And initially I was going to buy more than one of them, but I'm glad I didn't because we had, well, it was like the bottom of the barrel, bottom of the bowl that was left. Okay, here's where my frustration grew. Right here in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Boom. Oh, I cracked my nail. That was the internal voice that I had inside of me when this happened. Yep, cracked. I know during pregnancy your nails are supposed to like get stronger and your hair is supposed to like get thicker and richer and whatever. I think because my pregnancies are so tough and I like lose weight and I'm basically, I don't want to say malnourished, but like my body is like craving nutrients. Even with the prenatal vitamins and all the extra vitamins that I take, my nails are still brittle. They're like, not doing great. Okay. Baby's taking all the nourishments. I don't mind if I have crappy nails as long as baby is healthy, but my nail like cracked vertically and I thought, oh my gosh. And it hurts so bad. And of course it's on my like right dominant hand and my thumb. Of course it is. But that is when my day, I thought, oh, of course, this is it. That is it's like you never realize how thin of a string you're hanging on to until something so insignificant happens and it like breaks you and you realize, oh, wow. Oh, like, okay, And that was that moment for me when I hurt my thumb. And also me having to like walk away every 5 seconds. Oh, hydrate. Don't forget to hydrate. Purifies your soul. Keeps you going. Makes your nails stronger. Maybe. Not the case for me, but good luck. Anyway, so I just put a Band-Aid on my nail. It wasn't bleeding, but it hurt. Just putting the tiniest amount of pressure on it. It's so dumb how like little things like that. It's like in Castaway where Tom Hanks is in the airplane and he's like, taking the Band-Aid off his finger and he's like, and then you fast forward and he's like hunting his own food and surviving off, the island and the elements. And anyway, okay, I'm not from Castaway, so I just hurt my thumb, no big deal. And this is me like throwing the knife down and oh gosh, every time I heard a noise, oh my gosh, are the kids okay? Blah, blah, blah. Anyway, the joys of being a host while having small children is great. So, fast and easy meal, another one. This chicken salad, obviously from Costco. That was my go-to. Convenience is number one for today for me. And I thought everyone loves chicken salad. These are great. The croissants, you can't beat the price of them. You get 12 for $5. If you go anywhere else, one croissant at a bakery is $5. You know what I mean? And I stuffed them with chicken salad that obviously was pre-made because I did not even want to spend time pre-making chicken salad. Even though obviously it's easy and quick and you can totally do it, fast and efficient was the way for me today on Easter. And sometimes that's just how it has to be. And honestly, I've never done this before, but now after doing it, I understand. I understand the allure and why people do it so much because it is nice to have that convenience. It's like give and take, It's nice to have the convenience, but also I did miss having like homemade special foods, having people be like, oh, what's that recipe? You know what I mean? Oh, I got it from Costco. Now I'm throwing together, you could call this a fruit salad, but it's really just strawberries and blueberries. I didn't top it with any like juice. I know people do like orange juice and whatever else. I've done that before. I've made plenty of fruit salads in the past, which are absolutely delicious with like mint and melon. Oh, do you guys remember Lady with a Lobe? Anyone? Barnum and Bailey? Anyway, so I've done those in the past, but I told you I wanted to keep it simple. And oftentimes when I'm having a gathering with kids, I don't want to do a lot of that like fancier stuff or add flavors because they like it simple. So I just kept it simple, strawberry and blueberry fruit in a bowl. And I had double the amount of this. I just put half out at first because I didn't want the fruit to like get hot. And then I put the rest out. But again, got it from Costco. You can't beat the prices of the fruit at Costco. And the quality of these blueberries, fantastic. I don't know, is it blueberry? Oh my gosh, I think it is blueberry season because, you know, someone yesterday brought by freshly picked blueberries and I put those out as well. So there's plenty of food to eat. It was more than what I made, you know what I mean? But these blueberries were fantastic too, the ones from Costco. If I had to do a taste test, you know what? I didn't do a taste test between the freshly picked and these, but I'd say they're pretty similar. Because I did taste those and I did taste these. Those were bigger, I'll say that. The freshly picked ones, the like ones fresh from the farm, you know what I mean? Anyway, and this is as simple as it gets. No skill involved at all, and that is my style these days. A fruit bowl. And honestly, that was probably one of my favorite things that I ate that day. Just the strawberry. I loved it so much I had more the next morning because I bought more because I knew that obviously as a family we need to eat too. So I bought more and I cut some up for myself. And this was the beginning of me thinking, oh yeah, I'm going to film myself cleaning, tidying up the house real quick. Nope. This is literally all that I got. First of all, great camera angle. Thanks, Kim. And secondly, I had just cleaned Wentworth's room, didn't film a stitch of that. When I say clean, I mean like he tidied up his floor and I just went in there with the vacuum and I cleaned it. But then there was like a mess in the closet that I cleaned up. It's fine. I made his bed a little better and mother's touch, you know?
Oh my gosh, honestly, I've been the worst at filming today. Alex set up the eggs last night. Last night I was not feeling well. So where are the bunnies that he set up? I don't know. I still have to put the arts and crafts table together. People are already here. Don't you love when people come super early? I already hear the music blaring in the backyard. Do you see the eggs? They're lining. They go all the way up. They did a great job putting these out. Okay, so cute. I don't see any of the bunnies anywhere. Maybe he put those all in the back. I don't know. Okay, hi. Turns out yesterday I sucked at filming. Sucked / was too busy / preoccupied / there were so many people here. I obviously didn't want to film like the event, but what am I trying to say? That's all I filmed, is what you just saw. I planned on cleaning myself filming, you get it. And then I started cleaning and I was like, I don't have time. People started coming early and I was like, what are these people doing? So I started getting frantic, and of course it all started with the thumb smash. Which still hurts, by the way, but not nearly as bad. Oh, I can't speak with normal words regularly. I can't make full, complete sentences, let alone being pregnant. It's like that much harder for me, so you understand. You're like, Kim, what are you even talking about? You sound normal to me. Thanks. Appreciate your support. This dress is so annoying. I wanted to wear it on Easter yesterday. You can't even see the whole dress, but it's like cute and polka dotty, and I'm glad I didn't because it's like falling off my shoulders. I have to wear like a real bra. It's getting out of hand. Anyway, actually, the family picture that we got yesterday with the Easter Bunny, yes, the Easter Bunny was there. Hold on, I'm gonna talk about yesterday after I say the family photo that we got yesterday for like Easter. Oh my gosh, I think all my kids, no, 3 out of 4 of my kids were wearing bathing suits, and then Meredith was covered with a cupcake icing. There's just a mess. But I feel like it really encapsulated the day and like just having fun and not really, like that's not what the day was about, getting the perfect photo, even though I went on Instagram after the fact, you know, like in the moment, I'm like, I mean, it's fine. No one's matching, cause like, you know, but then I go on Instagram, like everyone is picture perfect and in color coordinating outfits. And then I started thinking, oh my gosh, my picture is terrible. The lighting is whatever. And that's why I can't be on Instagram for too long, right? It just, whatever. So hopefully me sharing my realness with my Easter picture made you feel a little better about yourself. I don't know. But short story long, what I'm trying to say is the kids were having fun and we were more focused on that than we were having everything be perfect. Perfect doesn't exist, but you get what I'm saying. Like the food, tables, oh my gosh, couldn't find the table mats anywhere. The table mats, the table covers. What? Where are they? I know I'm gonna find them. They're gonna be in the last place I look. I looked probably 30 minutes, which is like the most annoying thing you guys saw. I looked for the Play-Doh for 30 minutes, finally found it. And then the next day is when I was looking for the table covers. I just got them from the Dollar Tree. There weren't anything special. We had the cloth ones for the tables that the people were eating at, but for the craft tables and the tables for the food, I got the plastic ones so I can just throw them away from the Dollar Tree. Don't ask me where they are, because I looked top to bottom our house. I looked in every closet, under every bed, every cabinet. I thought maybe I left them in the bag. Are they in the car? Are they in the garage? Literally spent way too much time, because at a certain point, after you spend a certain amount of time looking for something, you're like, oh, I'm this committed, I might as well keep going. Sad story, sad to report, I did not find them anywhere, which was frustrating. Just as much as my hair is frustrating, this dress is frustrating. I'm falling apart over here, guys, okay? We're still trying to clean up from the egg extravaganza yesterday. I'm looking for my phone so I can kind of give you an overview of things that happened and maybe share a couple pictures, because I did take a video clip, but it doesn't encapsulate anything because you can't really see what's happening. I mean, that's good because you can't like see the people really, but when I tell you there were a lot of people at our house, I would give you a head count, but then you'd be like, Kim, what are you, crazy? Yes, we are crazy. And I don't even know if I told you the story. Hopefully I did on the voiceover. I'm sure I did, but it did not feel like that many people because of the space that we had. And it was so nice to be able to host that many people, and everyone had a great time, or so they said, and I feel like everyone had they stayed for hours and hours and hours. And of course the kids didn't want to leave, so I feel like that just solidifies that they had a good time. And the people who had other, you know, engagements to go to, other commitments, they like didn't want to leave when they were leaving. And I don't know, I just thought it was so lovely and everyone had a great time and it was so nice. And all thanks to Alex. Like, he set most of it up. He didn't want to put the pressure on me because he knew that, you know, I haven't been feeling well and all that stuff. So he did a lot of it. Okay, well, first of all, should we start from backwards to yesterday? This morning we found a turtle in our front yard. Alex and I were, you know, dealing with the trash, and then we started looking for some stray Easter eggs. Guess what we found? A stray golden egg. Not just any Easter egg with some crappy candy in it. A golden egg! Are you kidding me, kids? Look harder. There were so many kids yesterday. But again, the space that they had to look for the eggs was massive, because not only did we use our yard, we used our neighbor's yard too, because she was like, oh, I'm gonna love looking, you know, watching the kids and stuff, and her grandkids were, anyway. So Alex and I were looking around for some stray eggs. He found a bunch yesterday, I think, with the kids. I am terrible at looking for things. I think it's just my bad eyesight. I don't know. I'm not even really good at crossword puzzles. But like, he's like, oh, found a golden egg. I was like, where? And he like reaches deep down into the bushes and found one. And it's not like he was the only one hiding eggs, so it's not like he knew where to look. So anyway, that made up for the amount of money we spent on the party. Okay, let me go backwards. Oh my gosh, I wish we would have got a group photo of all the kids, because we lined the kids up by our like gate, and they were all lined up shortest to tallest because they went in waves to give everybody a good chance. And I mean, there were over 1,000 eggs, so everyone got plenty of eggs. Oh, let me just say that. But just the amount of people, like the kids in the line, I wish I would have just, you know, taken a second to sit back and say, oh, let's get a picture of this. Hey kids, look over here. Like, how it would have taken 30 seconds probably, but anyway, didn't do that. Just have a picture of them corralled. Meredith, oh my gosh, loved the Easter egg hunt. It was like the time of her life, and of course I was with her most of the time. The bigger kids were running around, but she needed obviously more of my attention and help. So I got I got like all my pictures are of her. And then when I would see one of my other kids randomly, I'd be like, give me a bit, hold on, show me your eggs. But there were a ton of golden eggs to be found. Oh yes, and the Easter bunny was there. Oh, so handsome. I think everyone had a ball with him too. I loved that our families were there and our friends obviously were there, and just getting to be around them and spend time with them and have a good time with them is really what I enjoy the most about it. Obviously the food too, which you saw was nothing special, but still good enough. Oh, and of course everyone had a great time in the lake. Yes, we let them swim in the lake. All the kids were having a good time. We had like rafts out there and like things for them to do. And it was a nice way for them to cool off. And we had tents out there, you know, all around so the adults could have shade if they didn't want to get in the water. But some of the adults got in the water too. I'm telling you, it was a good time. How many times? I've just titled the video, Good Times. Oh my gosh, and our cornhole. Okay, so when we first moved to this house, we thought, wow. First of all, let me tell you, I did not think I was gonna sit down and talk for 100 hours about yesterday. But when we first moved here, we bought a cornhole, like a used cornhole set off Facebook Marketplace. And after a while, it like started breaking. It was like one of the plastic ones, and it had metal on the side, but anyway, it was well loved, I'll just say that. And so we were in the market for a new one. They're expensive, so I did not want to buy it new. Alex and I found one at a garage sale, $30 for a really nice cornhole set. So maybe I'll share that in a future like thrift haul if I ever get around to sharing that. But people had fun with that. Oh, the craft tables, the Play-Doh was a dang hit, as it is every time. You know what wasn't a hit? Those dot sheets. I have a lot of those left over, and yeah, I would say pass on those. I would not recommend those. Okay, so I didn't make any cutesy food, but my sister-in-law, one of my sister-in-laws did, and I had one of the Peeps. She had like different kind of Peeps, and she doctored them up with chocolate and graham crackers and stuff, and they were so adorable. I said, okay, I'll eat one, and it was really good. You guys know I am not a Peeps fan. I actually hate them, but hers were fantastic. She did like the cutesy desserts, and then one of our other cousins made a bunch of desserts, and the kids just gobbled those up too, like a ton of cupcakes and stuff. But it was kind of like a potluck. So if I didn't explain that earlier, everyone like brought a dish. We told them, you know, if you're coming, just bring something that you like to eat, no pressure. You know, some people did, some people didn't, and we knew that we would have enough food regardless. Oh my gosh, some of the pictures I can't share with you because family members are in them and they would rather stay off of the internet, which is, I totally respect that. But it just warms my heart so much seeing my kids interact with family members and getting to know them and grow their relationship with them and stuff. Oh, I just love it so much. Okay, and now I have a ton of memes that I'm looking at. Okay, so I'll end it there. I'll stop talking about it. But Alex and I had such a great time hosting. It can be kind of stressful hosting when you think about everything that's involved, and we were kind of worried about the amount of people, but everything turned out just fine, as it always does. And we just feel so lucky to be able to like host a gathering like that. We've hosted Easter in the past. It's been a couple of years since we've done like the big like Easter egg hunt and all of that. But even at our last house where we had a yard, it was just different. It was just different here. There was more space, more to do, and it was just, what a joy. I'll say that, man, what a joy. And my heart is filled. Alex is overjoyed. You know, the kids just had a great time, and that's really all that you can ask for, right? So I hope you had a great Easter. If you did, let me know what you did. I hope you had a great time. Maybe next time, if you didn't have any plans, maybe you'll be invited over our house, okay?
I figured I would also, add some of these clips that I got of the kids receiving their Easter baskets. I just think they're adorable, and all the kids just really enjoyed all of the goodies that they got.
But that is it. I will see you next time. Thank you guys so much for hanging out. I know this wasn't like the best video, but I appreciate you and I appreciate your friendship, and I hope you have a great week, and I'll see you next time. Bye.